everyone, I am here today to talk about the new moon in Scorpio that is happening tomorrow on Thursday. I think this video will be posted on Thursday, so probably the new moon will be happening or recently happened when this is up. And before I get talking about all this energy, I want to remind you all of my offerings in case you need advice. I have two specials going on right now. One is a new reading I've been offering for the past couple months called a moon map. And so what I do is it's an email reading and I go through every single day in the month ahead to tell you where the moon will be at, and so where you should focus on each day based on the moon, and also some like little moods to be aware of. So I know we're already in November, but we're not too deep in, so I can backtrack for you and then map out the rest of the month as well. So if you're still interested in that, let me know. And I'm also I've recently started offering tarot readings, and so I'm also doing a November special for that, which is just like a 3-card reading for like what is your overall energy for November. So if you're interested in that as well, let me know. And then other than that, it's Scorpio season, so if you're a Scorpio, happy birthday. I always offer soul returns, and this is for everybody. You can do it at any time. It's a chart that starts on your birthday and lasts till your next birthday, so it's like your personal year ahead. But if you're Scorpio, you know, you're starting a new year, so I just want to remind you all that I offer that, and that I'm just like offering with anyone who gets a solar return near their birthday. I'll just give you extra advice as well about other things that you want to know, like kind of as like a birthday present. So then of course I have my usual offerings, so I always do phone call readings where we can talk about current energy, current stuff happening with you. Also, I always do just natal chart readings, you know, if you want to get back to basics and look at your general life, general personality, all of that. What else am I offering? Yeah, basically anything that's going on in your life, there's an astrology reading for it. And usually I talk over the phone. And I'm also offering tarot readings now, so not just the tarot special, but also phone readings, so for whatever length of time you know you want, however many questions, I am offering that as well. So you know, if you need guidance of any sort, I am always here, so I wanted to remind you all of that first and foremost. Okay, to talk about the energy, so it's exciting because as of today when I'm talking, Mercury is out of shadow period. It is fully moving ahead now. So yeah, we're just in complete moving forward mode now, and now we have a new moon during that moving forward mode, so that's really great. This is a big new beginning time now. You know, now our minds are clear. It is that time too when I said people might really start to make decisions or be more clear about things. So if you haven't up till now, or you haven't been clear enough or really been able to make that decision, that's starting to come up. And now not only can you make new decisions, but you can plant some new seeds for something new. So and it's interesting we're moving forward in Scorpio season with this new moon Scorpio, because Scorpio's intense. It's a water sign, so it has to do with our emotions, but it's really deep, really intense, like right to the core of things is, you know, what Scorpio is all about. So now it's like we're moving forward, but kind of with purpose, very determined, very sure of what we want. You know, we're getting down to the heart of the matter, kind of. And yeah, Scorpio is a great sign to help us move forward because it really tells us what we like and what we don't like. It's a very black or white sign, no gray. You know, it's like, I want this, I hate that, you know. And when there's that desire, because Scorpio can also be the desire for something, and it just runs really deep, and that's what like keeps you going towards, you know, what you would like. So you can really get in that energy right now, and that's what keeps us going, keeps us moving forward right now. So it's really important, whatever seeds you're planting, whatever decisions you're making too, now that Mercury is direct, and Mercury was retrograde in Libra, but it will be moving into Scorpio very soon, so really getting in that Scorpio energy. Yeah, whatever decisions you're making, it's got to be something you really want, you know, really desire deep, deep, deep down, even if it's been hidden and you're like, no, I can't have that, so I'm going to shove it out of the way, or you've been told whatever about it that you can't have it. It's time now to really go tune into your feelings, those really deep feelings, those really deep desires, and make decisions based on that, you know, the absolute core truth, the absolute core of what you really want, that really drives you, and let that passion carry you forward. So that should be the new beginning, and that should rule the decisions, you know. And it is good it's a black or white energy, because, you know, Libra was like, well, I don't know, it's a sign of balance, need to find balance, harmony, and peace, and all of that. But now it's like, okay, it's this or it's that, you know. You don't like that, you like this, so do that, you know. But I will say Scorpio too, like, it is a water sign, which is not a sign of pushing forward, because it's a feminine sign, so it's more about receiving. It's more about receiving. I don't know if you can hear that dog. There's been a lot of noise tonight. I've actually had to pause this a few times already, but maybe he's backing it up, you know, the energy. So Scorpio, it's a water sign. It's a feminine energy, which is not about pushing or action. So when I say determined, I'm being, you know, you pick a side that you really want, and you're determined, and you have passion for it and desire. It's not really a pushing forward energy. It's not an action energy necessarily. Scorpio is like, it's a fixed sign too, and fixed signs are good at finishing things, and they are a sign of stamina. So it's kind of like you just have that desire, you let it come up, you feel it, you say yes to it, like, yeah, that's what I want, and you just let that kind of move you, you know. And it's a water sign, so with the current of life, you let that passion move you. So it's not like, I'm gonna make this happen and that happen, like a masculine fire energy. It's more like, I want this, this is who I am, this is what I care about, this is my yes. And you let that passion, that desire just carry you forward, that feeling to carry you forward. And sometimes just carry you through. But like I said, it is a sign of seeing things to the end. A sign sometimes of that stamina. And I think it's the desire that gives the stamina to keep going, to move forward. But still, it is a bit more receptive. It's not so pushy. Although that being said, Mars is in Scorpio right now. Mars is a sign of moving forward. So we are taking action from that place of passion and desire. And like narrowing in on what we really want as well. But I just wanted to remind everyone of that energy. And it's more like an embodying, letting what, yeah, that's a good point too. Scorpio is like a magnet, kind of knowing what you desire, so letting that bubble up to the surface, saying yes to what you want, you know, the two options, like this or that, okay, this. And then letting it come to you, attracting it, being a magnet, because Scorpio is really magnetic. It can be a really charismatic sign where there's like a magnetic force field, a power that people feel. This really happens with like Scorpio risings, because that's your external, people are drawn to them a lot. So yeah, so let things be drawn to you. And that brings me to a good point. This just popped in my head. Sometimes lately I've been giving like little signs of things I've been seeing to kind of back up this energy, and I haven't really seen any signs, but I got this cool like message or cool quote the other night, and then it just hit me. This goes with this energy really well. So I love Halloween. It's a Scorpio holiday. I'm a Scorpio, and so I just love it. And I was watching a lot of like Halloween movies over the past month, especially in the retrograde. It was like just really cozy and fun for me because I love that. And I wanted to watch them. I'd never seen that for other people were really nostalgic. So I watched this, like, it was silly, a Disney movie called Halloween Town that came out in the 90s. And I'd never seen it. I think if you've seen it, it's probably really nostalgic for you. If you haven't seen it, I don't know, like, if I highly recommend it. Like, it's kind of cute, but it is really goofy. But there was a line in it that was so important that goes with this energy. And so that is. So they're all witches. It's like a family of witches. And the grandma, the head of the family, says when the younger, her granddaughters are trying to figure out magic, this is the quote she says. She says, "Magic is simple. All you have to do is really want something and then let yourself have it." And I just thought that was brilliant. So I don't know, that movie is silly, but I got that out of it, and that was pretty important. So now I'm sharing that with you, because that is this energy. Totally the energy. And I just thought it was a great way to look at manifesting in general, so I wanted to bring that up to all of you. But that is the Scorpio energy. Just want something so bad, that desire so bad, and then, but it's receptive, right? So you just let yourself have it. It's like, I want this, so you know what, this is who I am, this is what I want, so come on in, you know. So I love that. So remember that quote during Scorpio season, but also this new moon in particular. I think that's really powerful. And this new moon is quite intense because it is exactly opposing Uranus and Taurus. So I did say this Scorpio season would be intense because the Sun, Mars, and Mercury, and Venus already went through this. She's moved on. But Sun, Mercury, Mars will all make squares to Saturn, squares to Jupiter, oppositions to Uranus. That's really intense, kind of reaffirming energies that have been going on all year. We did just recently have Sun square Saturn, and so the Sun will be opposing Uranus basically when the Moon and it are aligned at the new moon, so that's kind of crazy. And yeah, so there's a lot of change. That can be really chaotic. Might be kind of like, whoa. But it definitely is good for new things because Uranus brings change. Scorpio as well, I didn't mention, is transformation. It could be letting go of something too. So as we have a new beginning, it might be like completely like stepping out of that old skin, you know, like an old snake skin, and just into a new life or something. So that transformative, like you shed the old, but like more than moving into the new type of energy though. And then Uranus is like an earthquake that's like, okay, shaking everything up. Here's some unexpected change. So there is a lot of change in the air with all this new energy, with people making decisions. Stuff's happening for sure. And unexpected things might happen. Some people might find that really cool. Some people might be bummed. Whatever it is needed to happen. Uranus and Taurus shakes up what's stagnant. So, you know, the Scorpio energy wants what it wants. It wants what it truly desires, moving forward with passion. And so the opposite of that, Taurus, you may have been stuck in something that was not that. It was so stagnant because you didn't love it. You didn't want it. It was old. It was stagnant. It was yesterday's news, you know. So something's got to get rid of that. You know, something's got to shake it up. So there might be some shakeups that happen to release you from that. So some people might be grateful. Again, there could be lucky, unexpected stuff. The energy overall, though, in the world could feel a little bit chaotic, so, you know, be gentle with yourself. And some people might find that hard, but think about the bigger purpose. Think about the bigger purpose of it all. And yeah, collectively, that is one of the harder aspects. Unexpected stuff could happen, unexpected news. We've had this on and off in the collective, so the Saturn squares tend to be where those in power, whatever, do something restrictive. And then the Uranus oppositions, or, you know, we've also had Uranus squares. Whatever happens to Uranus, then people tend to want to be free. So we might now see the wave of, like, people opposing some, like, people in power, stuff like that. Expected stuff in the news. Let's see. With Uranus, this could be about resources, food supplies. I know there's been weird stuff happening. Could be something about that. Money as well. Again, like good or bad, but Taurus and Scorpio can be money. So there could be unexpected stuff with that. Again, it could be broad, could be general, could be those specific topics. And also could be people kind of, yeah, wanting to break free from, you know, some people in power. So that could be collective energy. What else? I'd say though, for like everyone's personal lives, Scorpio is about power, but it's a new moon in Scorpio, so this could be about taking back your power during Libra season. And with the Mercury retrograde in Libra, there were a lot of squares to Pluto, which were power struggles, and that Libra energy being out of balance, unfair and unjust. Now it's Scorpio season, I feel like we might have the power back, and now we can take our power back after situations or things where the power balance was off, where things were unfair. Now maybe we can take it back. So there's that, which is always positive. Because Scorpio is very no nonsense, you know. Yeah, Scorpio's intense sign, so it very much is like, no, you cannot do that to me, you know. I heard someone say recently that, like, although I don't really think it's true that Scorpio is about boundaries, but I think that's more Capricorn ruled by Saturn, which is like the wall, a boundary. But Scorpio, though, is very good at like telling you, like, no, that's not okay. Or saying no. Like Scorpio, it cuts to the core of the matter, so it isn't afraid to say, like, no, that is not okay. And Scorpio is also a sign of merging. There's a lot of, it has to do with sex. It has to do with shared resources, like the house in an astrology chart ruled by Scorpio. The 8th house is shared resources. So it's where things merge, you know, and two people get married and they mix their money, or they buy a house together, or or again, like two people literally physically coming together. Like it's kind of like this merging energy after Libra, which is like this mental partnership thing going on. Then in Scorpio, you like get really deep with someone, you can connect with them, you merge something. But maybe that's where Scorpio can say no, because, you know, if your energy is entangled in something, merging with something that's not good, Scorpio's going to be like, no, you can't, you know. So it's not necessarily a boundary, although it's good to set boundaries, but it's kind of like a no, whoa, get out of my energy field, you know, I can't share with you, can't merge with you, like, not good. So there's that, taking back your power and kind of, be discerning whose energy is in your own, and being able to say no, cut to the core of things. So this is an exciting time because there's change, decisions, new things, movement forward, all of that. But it is a bit of an intense new moon though as well, like I said, so do hang in there. And so just, it's time to make decisions. It's time to focus on what you really want, who you really are. Get right down to the core and just hold on to that. And again, that quote, like, just think about what you really want and then let yourself have it. Maybe it really is that simple. I think it is, but our minds like have so many blocks and like, no, we can't do that, and we don't really believe it, we don't let ourselves receive all of that. So I urge you all to get into the energy, think about what you really want, and then let yourself have it. Like, let's all try to do that this month with this new moon energy, because I like that a lot. So I hope this new moon energy works in your favor, and that, you know, that it's all good. And again, if you need me, you need some personal advice, I'm here for all types of readings, or if you want one of my November specials, so just message me. I'll link both my Facebook group and my Instagram below, so that's how you can message me, is through either of those. And I will see you for the full moon video, and that's a lunar eclipse, so whoa, things are about to pick up. So we're not in eclipse season quite yet, although this new moon is really intense, so we have that to look forward to. So I'll see you next time. Bye.